All right, forgot to turn that video clip off. Hey, we got. We're starting off strong this morning. How y'all feeling out there? Hello. Look, let me turn this down a little bit, all right? Let me bring my dude in all the way from DIY Detail. Let's see if his internet's fixed up. Nick McGirt. Hey, what's happening?
He's
shell-shocked over there.
I sleep next to this thing because people want to steal it. It's been out of stock, the dual-action cord-free polisher from DIY Detail. It's always by my side, Jamie. But now it can be by your side because after months, they are back in stock. The cord-free DA, the cord-free rotary. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to polish some paint. Am I right?
Yeah, he's coming in hot. So let's just jump right into it. Look, I brought my dudes on. We're starting the Thursday off right. Hopefully getting you into Thursday mode. We're ending the week, rounding the corner. So let's go check it out. DIY Detail. Thursday mode is you got to put it in an extra gear, all right? You got to step it up and finish the week strong, okay? Because some people, after Wednesday, they start coasting. You don't want to coast after Wednesday. You want to get you one of these bad boys, put that thing on speed 6, and
oh boy,
and go to town, all right? So yeah, they're back in stock, Nick. It's been a big, pause since last time we seen these two bad boys, but they're back, huh?
Listen, we believe at DIY Detail that it is poor customer service to be out of stock. There is something to be said for, I'm always out of stock. There's a limited supply. It increases demand. There's no games being played here. We want to be in stock all the time because if you want to buy this from us, we don't want you to go somewhere else and try a different tool, right? We want to be in stock all the time. We are so excited. The boat, the customs, it's all been processed, and the polishers are in the warehouse. They are ready to ship. Jamie, you've tried the cord-free dual-action polisher. What do you think?
100%. Yeah, it's a monster. I call them both the choppers. Got the 25 millimeter. Got the rotary tool.
Both I love the rotary.
Love the rotary. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful tool.
Wait, what happened to the DIY? You see that Office Space? This is the rotary. Got the jeweling pad on because I'm just ready whenever the time strikes to jewel some paint. Pad washer, rinseless wash.
Wasn't this called the Gloss Master or something at one point? Y'all changed the name or something?
Do you remember really want to know why we changed the name? How many people are watching? This is between friends.
I'd like to know.
So Ivan sends a text message in like a group chat. He's just like, "This is like a working title," and then we didn't talk about it for like a year, and then it just got put in as the name. So it was like the Max Gloss Rotary Polisher. That was Ivan's first idea. It's actually a great title, but I think the rotary cord-free rotary is a perfectly fine title.
Yeah. But it did, remind you that this is what y'all use in y'all system to gloss up that paint. Got the finishing pad on it, kind of deal. Where this one is the chopper. I'm not
a mobile detailer. Like, oh, dude, it's the chopper. I mean,
it's the chopper.
You ever use the chopper to like clean an interior, like with a wool pad and some interior clean and protect?
I've never tried that.
Well, what I realized is it's a very aggressive tool. Yeah, it works good. It's a very aggressive tool. Like you think, oh, speed 2, 2.5. Ivan's not a man. He should be polishing on speed 6, right? Put that thing on speed 2, and it's a 25 millimeter stroke. So this is a pretty aggressive machine. And you just watch it go to town on leather, and you're like, oh wow, even at speed 2, like at speed 2, that's a pretty aggressive movement. So I think between speed 2 and 4 is my sweet spot for the cord-free DA. Mm-hmm. My days at speed 6 are over, Jamie, but I respect the hustle if that's what you want to do.
I like it.
On the verge of gloss.
On the verge of gloss. That paint will be dripping wet after you use that.
What time did you get up today, Jamie?
Finish with some rotary like an hour ago.
I'm just curious how.
I slept in a little bit, All right. Slept in a little bit. Rotary's back in stock. Guess what else is new, Nick? Y'all got a whole lineup now of T3 coatings. That's pretty cool.
Man, I'm so excited. Like you could get the 1-year spray coating, which is just a lot of fun. You could spray it on, or you could use the dropper insert and use an applicator. Our 3 and 5-year coatings are awesome. Our 3-year coating is now our Type 3, and so is our 5-year coating. That's also our Type 3 iteration. So we have the tetraethyl orthosilicate in there. bitter resistance against all that salt, and with the Type 3, it's just a better coating. Obviously, the 3-year still has some graphene in there, so you're going to get some water spot resistance. Then we have Hydrate, which I would like to know your opinion on Hydrate ceramic coating, Jamie the Cleaner. You have it on your Telluride.
Yeah, Hydrate is special. This is a special coating. And for that price tag, that's nuts. So Hydrate does what it says. The name implies kind of what it does. It has that filling capability. It really feels like it moisturizes the paint. Like, I'm telling you, I went to shut my door the other day, and it took me like three tries because it was so slick, so like it's a different feel. I'm not kidding. I went to shut my door the next day after we applied it, and my hand kept slipping off. It's nuts.
That's wild.
That's never happened before. It feels different. It looks different. It's nuts.
You know what's great about these products? They're DIY detail, but you can find them on thehouseofrags.com.
Right, look at that. Look at that bad boy.
I'm used to saying that for Nick at Night now because I used to say houseofrags.com, but it's thehouseofrags.com.
Thehouseofrags.com. And then you pop over to the spring clearance section, Nick. We got some mega savings. I'm talking
Tell me about the spring clearance section because
up to 80% off, Nick.
Dude, springtime is already a really busy time for us and for detailers. So what are you doing putting things on sale? Like tell the people what's going on.
Look, you want a $2 wash mitt? Can't beat that. We got boat soap, UV inhibitors, quick detailer,
$2?
but more importantly, Nick, $2 wash mitt.
Wait, I would use that to clean my counter, bro. I would use that to clean
my wheels, my tire, everything. I would just stock up on $2 wheel mitts and go to town with whatever you want to do with that. But look what else is on spring clearance, Nick. We got that T1 Incredible Suds, still got some left over, so we got that there.
People loved the foaming of Incredible Suds Type 1. The only complaint was it's really hard to pour out of the bottle, and maybe it's a little bit longer on the rinse off. If you can get yourself an incredible deal on Incredible Suds, I would get it. I still love Type 1 Incredible Suds, bro, because that's just it's just fun.
Yeah, dude.
And someone asked recently, I believe it was Daryl Quinn in Northern Ireland. He said something about his new car, and he's like, the distributor I have in Europe is offering a discount on the Type 2 coatings. I don't know if I should do it. It's these are still amazing coatings. If you get an opportunity to save on our Type 2 coatings, it's still technology that was up to the standard of excellence in 2025 and into 2026. If you want to save some change, ball on a budget, get yourself a deal. Everyone loves a deal.
That 5-year on the car, and it came out just tremendously. The 5-year Type 1, Type 2 was known as the maximum gloss coating, and I can reassure you on that. So still high performance
my
coatings.
I've done a handful of ceramic coatings just as a Nick at Night or whatever, mobile details. And I use the 5-year all the time just for ease of use, for the price point and the gloss. That is still a phenomenal coating, that 5-year.
That's right. Pre-mix the T1. Keeve likes to half and half, 2 separate gallons at T1 Incredible Suds. Great tip. Great idea. All right. Well, there you go. That's kind of the DIY updates. Nick's joining me as the co-host today on today's podcast. So he had to pop in.
Jamie says, I need a guest. And I said, you know what? I picked up the phone and I answered the call. I said, I got you, big guy.
That's right. Did I panic book this podcast? Yes, I did. So we got 2 extremely good guests.
2 D-list celebrities, Christian and Nick. No, I'm joking, Christian. I'm joking. I love you, bro. When he couldn't get Ivan, he's like, is Nick around?
Look, Nick's around, all right? So Nick's here. Eddie's on his way to Montana, if anyone's wondering, so he won't be joining us today. But that's why I brought in my dude Nick, and we brought in a spectacular guest. He is the master of funk. He has got a new product. Finally.
What?
Biobombs has a new product.
Come on, Christian.
Coming out this spring. So let's see if we can.
Christian.
I don't know if he'll unveil it or not, but let's see if we can get it out of him. And everyone, introducing the Funk Master Fresh himself is Christian from Biobombs.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Here, let me get you.
What's up?
I don't even know where to begin to start. I've been in the lobby. There's been so many things I've heard that I want to talk about. I feel like the first and most important thing is who on earth authorized that thumbnail.
Bro, does that look? Did you see me?
I mean,
I don't look like that at all.
What kind of disrespect could you possibly put on my name? I have to screenshot this and send it to my boy Walt. It looks so much like my boy Walt. He's gonna cry when I send this to him.
Wait, let's see that thumbnail.
No,
again.
Nick, you look fine because you're a pretty boy, dude. You always work out fine. The AI's like, yeah, we got you, whatever. We'll
That's not me at all, dog.
No way, dude. No way.
Restart the music. Look.
Yo, Christian looks like you ever see that sales guy like Andy something, and he's like,
oh man, that's funny.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. And like, pre-lobby, Jamie's like, yo, I'll do the regular thing. I'll pop you in a couple minutes, whatever. And then literally he throws up the thumbnail. And I'm like, whoa, I'm in the back. I don't know if you saw me. I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, look, rush thumbnail. It had to
What's
be
up,
done
everybody?
Right. Glad to have you on, sir. Glad you appreciated the thumbnail. AI is a wild thing. You get a fuzzy picture, send it to through the machine, and it pumps out. What it pumps out.
Yeah, I mean, now I know what the AI thinks of me, man.
Let me talk. Can I talk about thumbnails? Does anybody care about thumbnails?
Yeah, what you got on thumbnails, sir?
All right, so a couple years ago, I took this thumbnail university course, and it's a little outdated now, but what it forced me to do, because I spent money on it, was figure out Photoshop. And so now my dance with AI is the assistant, right? It's not the doer. So when it pumps that out to me, then I'll do a generative fill where I just fill in those people, and then I'll put real photos in there. So it still helps to have technical skills in Photoshop. I like AI as a generator of ideas, because sometimes I have an idea and I can't make it happen. I'm not an artistic, creator in that way. I have an artistic mind, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I think it still helps to learn Photoshop or Canva or whatever you need to do out there if you're a creator. Learn a little bit. It's still good to know stuff, because then you end up with cartoon baloney like whatever this is, Jamie the Cleaner. Come on, let's go. No, I just do this every day, so I have opinions on it.
Thumbnails are something funny. That's hilarious.
Hey, but 65 Souls decided, despite the thumbnail, let's hang out.
That's despite the thumbnail, despite me botching the intro. We're here on a Thursday morning, still afternoon for Christian. But
yep.
What's fresh, Christian?
I'm gonna be on a randomly at some point. Gonna pop out and pop back in for 10 minutes because I gotta take care of something. But life's good, man. I mean, I guess we could say we're getting ready. Busy season's kind of starting up, I think, for everybody, right? I think everybody's kind of seeing that wave start to push through. So I'm definitely excited about seeing where 2026 is going to take us as a brand and everybody else that we know and love in the industry. So pretty excited. Time just flies by, man. I mean, you guys were talking about the hydrate coatings and the specials you had going on for the sale, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like I would like to get the hydrate, but I'm still rocking thick on the truck, and it's doing just fine. I'm not in the space doing ceramic coatings and stuff on a regular or getting so I just you guys drop these new coatings, and I'm like, I want to try them, but Dick's still doing his job.
You know what's fun, Christian, is next time you wash your car.
I threw Cocktail on the work van, and that was happening right after. Excuse me, Nick, I may interrupt. Right after SEMA, and that's killing it too. So I can't try these great products y'all got.
Yeah, that's the thing about coatings, right? They last a while, so.
Yeah, I'm mad.
Yep.
But all was great. That whole slick door couldn't shut the door thing a couple times. That's what sold me right there. I was like, I don't know, man.
I think Hydrate is one of those coatings where it just seems so innovative and so incredible that you want to get your hands on it, even if you have your car coated. But if you're not up for the whole process, the 1 year spray coating is fun, man. You just dry it down, dry your car down, and spray it on, man. I know you should prep it. You should decontaminate, ideally polish with our cord-free polisher and all that. But you could just do a quick wash, clay towel, dry it down, throw the coating on, YOLO, and you'll be pretty happy, brother.
I probably got to do some type of recharge at this point on the truck. I mean, they're still performing nice, but I'm sure there's something I can do to kind of give it that little hey, quick recharge. So
once a year, you need to hit it with the good soap, hit it with a decon, and give it a little top.
Yeah.
What's up with this new product, Christian?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Nice detail, Chris. Let's cut to the chase.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yo, listen, I'm not even lying to you. I just got a text message. I got to pop out. I'll pop right back in not even 10 minutes.
All right. Here we go.
All right, cool. I'll be right back.
He's
Sorry.
gonna be
He's
back.
bopping out. He's bopping in.
The anticipation builds.
Is Christian just a character or what? Like,
oh, totally.
I love that guy.
Total character to Christian and the rest of the BioBombs team for sure. Like they're trying to bait me into a hydrate giveaway. They're really.
Why don't we give away a cord-free polisher on Jamie's dime?
No, let's not do that.
That dual action goodness, compatible with Makita batteries. Like you just pop that.
Boy, Nick's crazier than Eddie. He went straight for let's give away a polish.
As long as it's not my money, you know that Thor money hits different, as Eddie would say.
Oh, that's right. It's Buzzkill Central here, right? Now, 1 year, okay. I think I can probably do a 1 year giveaway.
Yeah, that'd be a good.
Let me
good giveaway.
The capacity here, all right. Before y'all bait me into something, we got.
Isn't it wild that like when the weather gets nicer, people are more interested in detailing, even though we want to overanalyze it and say that shouldn't be the case. It's March, and it seems like busy season is just. It's happening. Like it's maybe I'm just all hyped over Hydrate and our new Type 3 ceramic coatings in the 1 year, and our cord-free polishers being back in stock. But man, it just seems like it is that time of year, and even the spring like boom doesn't last forever. So I think, would you say we're in the beginning of that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I've been in that mode for about a month now. We had that hard freeze, and then it just warmed right up. It was like 80 degrees right after that. So. I'm already into full detail season, but like Becca said, she has like one more snow to go through. So people are still warming up around the country, but for the most part, that spring fever's kicking in, detail season's kicking off, and everyone's excited.
So I have a question, Jamie. Have you tried Pan's new polisher, the 18 millimeter?
Yes. So Ivan brought one to me, and we gave it a little unboxing, and I tested it out. That's what I polished the whole side of the Telluride with.
Okay.
Was Pan's polisher. So we did that off camera, recorded a little bit for the little video that dropped this morning with me and Ivan overviewing the polisher. It is crazy smooth. The 18 millimeter is a beast.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to ask, like, from a user experience, because I never feel like our 25 millimeter cord-free polisher back in stock. Big announcement, by the way. Get you one at thehouseofrags.com.
That's right.
Use a promo code if you like from your favorite influencer. But anyway, if you have used the 25 millimeter, I don't hear anybody saying this is too aggressive, this is too So compare what you know about the 25 millimeter DIY cord-free polisher with Pan's 18. Like you said, it's smooth, but like compare the two, because I want to compare smooth to what I know with our 25.
Yep. So Eddie did a comparison, and he showed you 25 and how it sounds, and it's real like gear heavy. You can hear them gears like.
Yeah, you can hear it. I don't think it's too loud, but you definitely know you got a beast in your hands.
You got a beat. You know what's going on. Yeah. You're doing some serious chopping. The 18 millimeter just really smooths it out. So if the 25 just seems like too much, which I can see in the hands of a newer detailer or newer enthusiast getting into polishing, picking up a 25 millimeter right off the bat is quite the step up. You know, I started with a Harbor Freight like 8 millimeter throw back in the day when they only had the real cheap ones, like $60 for their old school one, and it was only like 8 millimeters. You know what I mean? So that's a great place to start. And barely any throw, you barely doing any correction or polishing. I used it with like one step polishes and stuff, but going from that to now DIY, and y'all are like 25 millimeters, you know, put it in your hands and go for it. That's a big first polisher. That's a bad boy polisher right there.
You know, it's funny because you hear all the comments, and for whatever reason, the negative ones stick out. And there's all of like, I don't even want to label it. There's a group of professional detailers out there who think that Ivan is full of crap because they're like, you cut with a rotary, and, you know, Ivan doesn't really know it. Like, and so it's like, what we wanted to tell you is like, no, we teach you primarily to cut with the DA on speed 2 to 3. And if you do it with this polisher, it does a great job. Like if you do it with an 8 millimeter sander, it's not, you know, torque polisher, whatever the first ones we all started out with, your Porter cable, it's not going to do much. But with a 25 millimeter, you can actually polish on speed 2 or 3. It cuts pretty dang well, and it keeps the paint cool. And yeah, we have a rotary and a rotary cutting pad and a compound. If you want to cut with a rotary, God bless you, we've got that for you. But I just, especially on TikTok, all the people who are like, oh, you don't finish with the rotary, you cut with it. You know, it's like you can actually cut with a DA with a 25 millimeter using our system, speed 2 to 3, and you'd be surprised at how well your paint's gonna turn out.
Yeah, perfect example here, Chi-Town. He said he went from 8 millimeter to DIY 25 millimeter, but that's what DIY excels at, is y'all have so much educational content, and y'all just pound, the ways Ivan thinks and how to use stuff, that it's not that big of a learning curve for the diehard DIYers. You know what I mean? They're in there, they're watching every video, they know how to control that beast at this point. So kudos to DIY Detail and what y'all have been able to achieve on YouTube.
And just because I think about content every single day, I'm like, is this getting boring? And I think we got because the education space is saturated, right? And it was saturated 5 years ago, but I think we've done a good job of doing a lot of content incredibly consistently, 4 long forms a week, 7 short forms a week. And we've done that for 4 years now, that I think we built our brand early enough that people know we're humans in the world of algorithms and everything. So people are connected to us as people, right? And Ivan's ways. And so, but I think about it a lot. I'm like, is the educational space too saturated now? And, because you go on YouTube and what first appears now is shorts. Mm-hmm. So the long forms almost don't have a chance anymore. You could think about it that way. Go onto your YouTube app on your phone right now, and the first things that come up is shorts. So the long forms are harder to get to now. So it's like, I think about this stuff literally all the time. Do you have any thoughts on that, Jamie?
No.
Or are we getting too in the weeds on something that
I think we're
serve everybody? All right, sorry. You had me on the podcast. This is stuff that fires me up. Can you change the grease in the DIYer pans 18 millimeter? Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. We've had a bunch of videos how you could unscrew this, and the switch and the grease are all very easy to work on. I think we actually have videos about these, at least with our corded polishers. But yeah, if you need information, just shoot us a DM or an email.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. You can start dropping your questions below. We'll get to them at the end. And the man is back, and I think he's ready to do the unveil. Let's see. So
let's go, Christian.
Funk Master's back. Let's pop him back in and see what he's got. Hey.
Back again. Appreciate it. Sorry for the in and out, guys. A little random today. That's what happens when James throws me, hey, yo, you want to jump on the pod? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to try to do what I can for you, bro. I hate to let you down, but I might have to pop in and out a couple times.
Yep.
Yo, Nick, I agree with you, dude. If you hop on YouTube, by the way, I'm going to throw Jamie back off for a curveball, but if you jump on YouTube on your TV, first thing they pop up now is shorts.
Yeah.
They're even throwing shorts up on top when you watch it on your app on your TV.
Yeah.
So shorts are being a real big push now. But I think shorts analytically are showing a lot of lead back to long form content if people like what they're seeing in shorts. So,
right. Remembering that these are human beings watching, and they're like, if I like this, let me do my own, exploration and connect with what's happening at a longer, deeper level.
You guys have a lot of stuff out there in that space though, and you guys throw shorts up and down, left and right. So I think that you guys should probably even see some more growth.
But you know how when you're at a concert, you're watching the artist on stage and you're a fan, but deep down maybe you want to be the guy on stage. So I feel like there's a lot of detailers out there who want to be YouTubers about detailing. So I'm just sharing what I'm saying about this because this is what I think about all the time.
I thought Nick was saying he wanted to be a rapper or something.
I did want to be a rapper, and those days are over. But the whole idea is I think shorts generate subscribers and channel growth, but you have to have long form. And so you got to do everything, I guess. Anyways, I'll stop ranting. We want to hear about these new products, Christian.
Yeah, so we're going to be bringing a product that some of our old school people might know and or might have tried before, but we pulled them off for a while to kind of focus on what we were doing with the minis and the VDKs and the bars. But we're going to be bringing back our odor control granules and actually offering them to the stores and all of our resellers for the first time. So it's actually pretty cool. Jamie's been using them for a while now. I don't know if you guys seen them at SEMA. We kind of teased them. We did them over at MTE as well. But you got your large and you got your smalls. All right. For anybody who hasn't seen them yet, actually, let me explain kind of what they are because
what's a granule?
Let people know.
So
inside the pouch, you have this little Mylar bag. I'm not sure if there you go. Right, and there's these tiny little beads in here. Right. These beads are basically, they use the same technology that's in the minis and that's in the VDKs as chlorine dioxide, but they're set up in a granule form. The granules activate with the moisture in the air, and basically they pull any odors that are existing in a space into the baggie and break them down and remove them. So what's really cool about them is they're like phenomenal for smelly shoes, inside of trash cans, sports bags, especially with kids and stuff like that, traveling this time of year, having to start to get warm again, like the gym bags and stuff like that, and the sports equipment bags, they get really smelly. These things work with miracles for stuff like that. They don't give you any type of, strong smell off of them, right? Don't go whiffing them in. They still have like that kind of like pool smell kind of to them or whatnot. But these are really cool because this will last anywhere between 30, 60, 90 days, depending on the size you have and kind of what type of odors you're working with. But we want to kind of just do a little bit of a better job and kind of push some of our other things as we kind of try to continue to grow our brand and kind of push into like, kind of a little bit of the home market too in the coming
household
year,
market. Yep.
Yeah.
So tell me how I would use the granules.
Outside of the detail space, so I appreciate you guys keeping me here. Jamie, you've been rocking from the beginning, bro. Look at me now talking about moving into the home space and stuff,
Bigger and better.
Moving on up, like the Jeffersons.
So how would I use the granules in conjunction with the BioBomb minis or whatever? Or how would I use them solo?
Okay. So if you're gonna use, they should be used in a situation when you have like an ongoing odor issue, right? So what would be a smelly shoe, right? So you got smelly feet. It's ridiculous how well they work to neutralize the odors inside of your shoes. So it works inside of a gym bag because you have smelly clothes inside of there, right? Like it's an area that's going to kind of constantly be dealing with odors. Even when you take your clothes out of your gym bag, if you're swapping stuff out, I mean, the smell of your gym bag. It's a distinctive smell. Those are the areas where I really feel like there's a lot of focus where we're going to be putting that in. Inside your trash bag, diaper pails for anybody that has kids. Jamie, you're using them in a diaper pail, right?
Yeah, I'm using it in the kids' bathroom trash can, and they are doing phenomenal. I've greatly reduced the smell in that area so far. So big win.
Yeah, thank you, man. We have a lot of families we were testing them with kind of before we kind of really started to do a push on this. And a lot of the moms have been like calling nonstop and sending messages nonstop about how effective it is to actually like remove like just the funk of like having kids and sports stuff and
moms
dirty
love
clothes and whatever.
Let's be honest.
Moms are all
about you better knock it off, man.
Hey.
I'm overhyped. I'm overhyped. Please.
Someone who knows he's got it is the one who says I'm overhyped. I respect that.
You could traditionally use them in a car, Nick, to get back to your original point. Like you could use them in a vehicle, right? Let's say you're an Uber driver, right? You got all types of different funk kind of entering the vehicle on a daily basis. You want to be sitting inside there, right? You got people that smell a certain type of way. They get in and out of your car or whatever. You might be a smelly Uber driver. Ultimately, this is something you can keep in the vehicle instead of having like the VDK where you're going to have something that you have to gas it off. You have to be out of the vehicle, or the minis where you're using it to clean surfaces or subsurfaces, right? Mm-hmm. This is kind of like that last step where if you're not doing an air freshener type of thing, you can keep these in your vehicle, throw them underneath the seat, same as normal. And basically it'll just take in the odors that get introduced into the vehicle, filter them through and back out through the bag. It's a Mylar pouch. These little, like I said, it's got tiny little hard granules inside of here. And they work really well.
So for someone like me who's not a big odor guy, like I'm sensitive to, like I see Eddie making perfume videos on his TikTok,
Oh yeah,
and
he's all about
like,
it.
Dude, I'm like his
Eddie,
whole house.
Eddie Cologne is like my favorite version of Eddie there is.
I know.
Bro.
Dude, I actually watch all of his videos, and
there's nothing better.
And I can't smell a damn thing.
Half the time I don't even give him love. I'm just watching. I'm like, this guy's just one of my favorite people.
I can't smell anything he's saying. But it's so fascinating to hear him talking about all the different scent profiles. Okay, but if I don't want a lot of strong scents in my car, are these pouches like a good alternative to like reduce? Because my car's 10 years old, dude. It's funky. I have maggots growing in the back.
It's a great option. So the maggots thing we'll have to talk about. I mean, if you want to do this publicly in a public forum, we definitely can talk about how to kind of push them situations out of the.
No, I do want to talk about it. It's in my trunk and it's an issue. It's the super, and I got these maggots, bro. All right, here's what happened. I've spilled a bunch of crap in that trunk over the years. I don't know what's been spilled. Okay, detailing chemicals, probably. I don't know what's been back there.
Okay.
But ChatGPT tells me it's some organic matter. So I don't really drive the car that much. All right. And I look back there, and like the maggots are crawling up through the seatbelt holes into the back seat. So I'm like, my kids, I'm not taking you in this car. We got maggots in here. I'm trying to sell this thing. I got a crisis, Lord. Christian. What do I do?
How did this happen?
Okay,
bro.
Okay.
You've seen my ways.
All right. So where I would start is I would empty out what I would consider to be probably an abundance of different stuff in the trunk that shouldn't be in there.
Okay.
Right? I mean, maybe, right? That's where we start at.
There's been food, there's been rags, there's been like who knows what's back there?
I can't breathe.
I'm telling you, we're gonna work.
What are you laughing at, Jamie?
You need to remove everything from the vehicle that you can get out of the vehicle. Okay. Most likely, you probably should discard a lot of that stuff. If you see mold,
I've already started throwing stuff away. Yeah.
That's good.
I'm with Vice. Throw the car away.
I'll put them into a steamer. I would steam down all the surfaces after you vacuumed everything out. So vacuum the vehicle out, extract as much of that bioburden and dirt and pollen and mold and dust and skin particles and maggots.
But Ivan told me I don't need an extractor. I don't have an extractor. So what do I do?
No, you should. I wouldn't necessarily extract in this situation. You're gonna spread
extract,
it all
like dry
around,
extract.
Man. You're gonna spread it around. I would dry extract. I would vacuum that out. And if you had to spray a little something down, I would spray some Typhon. I would spray some, whatever your preferred interior cleaner is that you want to use. Spray that down. Take some minis, put it in a steamer, add a mini into that spray bottle, and just steam the heck out of that vehicle, man. And I would say,
minis in the
tell
steamer.
people to do this. I've had a lot of these things happen because this time of year is like spring is when like odors start coming out of hibernation. The sun on a warm day heats up the car. The VOCs start kind of coming back out of the seats again and stuff like that. This is the time of year where odors are going to be a little bit stronger. So your maggot situation most likely is going to get worse if we don't do something about it sooner than later. But I would definitely walk away from the vehicle, like steam it, clean it, do what you need to do in the trunk area, walk away from it, get yourself a glass of water, maybe wash your face. If you had any sling happening with the drill brush, that might be maggots on your face or whatever. And then I would literally go back to the vehicle again and then put your nose down around where you were cleaning at and see if you still have the funky odor. It should be significantly less.
I don't even smell an odor in there. I just... Okay, so what happened? What had happened
if you have maggots, there's definitely something on.
There's something.
Yeah, you can't smell it. You become selectively as anosmic.
Well, there can't be maggots if there's not something there for them to survive on. So there's something in the car.
Oh boy,
all right, Christian's gone back out.
So we've just admitted to the world that I'm a true
Nick.
dirtbag.
So you've got to track down what's in this car, sir. Like there's a sandwich somewhere. There's a dead animal.
Probably
there's something in this car somewhere. So you gotta. This is the point where if you really want to save the car, you got to pull seats. You got to start looking under carpets.
I'm trying to just sell this thing, man. I'm trying to get rid of it, bro.
No one's buying this car until you fix this problem. You have to discover what's in this car because there's something in the car. Yeah, maggots won't survive if there's not food to feed them. So
there have been bags of food that just like were there for years. I mean, I think I cleaned most of them out, but obviously I didn't. So Jamie's getting sick just thinking about this. I'm an open book, DRK. I've always been open book. You know that about me. All right. So maybe the maggot problem is the next Nick at Night podcast.
I don't even know.
Although I don't know if I will solve it. I think this is something you do in the privacy of your own home. You don't tell the world.
You have to walk away. You have to clean that you have to clean the heck out of it. You have to walk away from it, reset your nose, come back, sniff actually down by the carpets and the sidewalls. Smell where this issue is because it'll still be
trunk issue
somewhere.
It's a trunk issue. It's a trunk because the Subaru trunk because I found them last year, but they were all dead. And Ivan's like, oh, that's a bad thing, and I'm like, no, it's not. I'm good.
Come on.
And then I thought I had them all taken care of, and then recently I was like, why are they crawling into the back seat through the seatbelt holders? So I feel like I looked in the back seat, and then all of a sudden they're all on the walls of over the wheels, in the back. So it's pretty bad, guys. I'm lucky I got two cars because I just
and then bomb the actual trunk, bro. Like that's what I would do after that.
I'm bombing the trunk. I'm bombing the cabin at the same time
before
I start. I'm double tapping it. I'm cleaning with minis and steamer every inch of this car.
Yep.
Hey,
and
Christian,
then I'm bombing it again.
What you got there? You got a little guy?
Just some water.
You got a. Do we got the same one?
Yeah, a little mason jar action, buddy.
There's a lot of junk in this trunk.
What do you got on your wrist? You got one of these guys too? Are we
that?
bros?
What was that?
Yeah, a little
Fitbit?
are we
A
Whoop
little
Bros?
Whoop guy? We're Whoop Bros,
Oh,
and
that's
we got
awesome,
some
bro. I'd
mason
love to
jars.
hear that, bro. I haven't talked on the phone in such a long time, and I didn't know you were whooping now.
All right,
Dude,
Nick,
I've been whooping
change
a couple
the subject.
months, bro.
All right.
As
you
I
do
get
wanna
my
change the
steps in,
subject.
and I'm getting my VO2 max, and the maggots are growing in my car. So you got to have one thing go up and the other go down. There's no perfect life.
Bomb that trunk, bro.
Bomb.
I'll send the stuff out to you. We can't be having this.
You can't.
You
This
can't
It's
let me.
disrespectful. You can't be such a pretty boy because you're one of them ones. I don't see. That would mess me up. That would mess me up.
Yeah.
What's your dating life like? Right
Have you
now?
checked the spare tire
Barren,
wheel?
dude. Barren.
All right.
Maybe if I figure out the maggots.
It might have to do with this trunk situation, bro.
Bro.
Listen. I've said it before, man. You're one of them guys, right? Like you got the gift, man. Like some people get born right, and they get the physique, they get the looks, the whatever. You got the looks, man. You know what I mean? So like God gave you that gift. I don't want you to be in a situation where you might not be living your best life and meeting that person that might be the right person for you because you don't smell what's going on in your car right now.
Like things are going well. It's like let's take it to the back seat. And then you're in the back seat, and then there's maggots crawling over. Like, we can't be having that happening.
The smell might be emanating from the vehicle so much when you're trying to wave or give a look to a girl at a light. She might be like, oh my gosh, that's the cutest guy ever. But his car smells wretched.
Maybe I smell like maggots and don't even realize it.
How do we not get this already taken care of for you?
No one else can hear this, right? This is just us three talking?
Yeah, it's just us three.
Yeah, it's just
no,
us.
okay.
It's just us. I turned it off. Yeah, I turned it off.
Yeah.
That's cut it off.
You're in a safe
space.
Chris M says, my girlfriend says maggots in the
dude,
car is a red flag. Well, there you go.
Yeah, see? There you go. And then I would throw one of the new pouches in the back. And
Red
leave
flag.
it in the trunk.
Big red flag.
Chris M, I'm going to my therapist. I don't even have a therapist. I'm getting a therapist after this. Man.
Wow. I cannot believe we just witnessed here. All right. Well,
you know, people probably think
admission right there.
I got it made.
Does
you
it
know,
feel
like,
better
oh,
to
the
get
face
that
of
off your
DIY
chest?
detail, life is good, you know. And I just want you to know, I got my problems. I got maggots in my car. So
we're gonna get you fixed up, okay? So,
but at least I got a cord-free dual-action polisher available now at thehouseofrags.com. DIY detail.
I don't understand though. It's like when you're doing the rinseless wash videos on YouTube and the other videos you're doing at your place. Like, are you ignoring the trunk altogether? I don't understand.
The exterior looks phenomenal. The interior is rotting. It's a nice metaphor, you know, for.
But he's like, he's like in the video, it's next, like, you don't really have to you don't have to worry about not being able to clean your vehicle during the winter time. Like there is actually a simple solution. You can use your rinseless wash today. I'm going to show you how to do it. And meanwhile, like he's like, are you keeping certain areas of your life private to the point now where you release this into the public and you want to do kind of like you're cleaning out the closet, the trunk?
What other skeletons? What other skeletons should we talk about? I think that's about it for now.
This is where this is.
That's enough. Listen, save it for next week.
That's enough. Save it for next. Save it for the DIY detail podcast. All right, here we go.
When everyone's asking Ivan what it is that he's going to do about the maggot situation in the trunk,
the largest granule pouch isn't going to help me.
Hey. It's getting real, okay? Out here in these streets.
Oh,
all right.
This is a cry for help. Hey, where's Carlos Serrano at? I need a mobile detail.
You need to go to Texas.
Interior detail.
Drop it off, dude. My heart's like racing after this.
They also told me that my struts are blown and they quoted me $3,000. I'm like, this car's even worth $3,000, so I just don't know what to do with it. Like, I'm just trying. Like, do I just take it to an auction? I don't know. I'm having a crisis, guys. You think life is good at the top of the DIY detail mountain, and then you got maggots in your car, and
it might be match
do the best
time.
you can. You burn the car and walk away.
Yeah, I'm cool with the no hair, bags under my eyes, bald head, and gray beard. I'll pass on the maggots. For the good looks, you keep the good looks for the maggots, bro.
Let's get to some questions. All right, we're gonna roll into some
Should we talk about detailing? Because I'll tell you everything else. There's also a mouse in my house.
No more, Nick. No more.
Can I tell you about this mouse?
Nick's on break. All right, Nick. When's the 50 millimeter stroke coming out?
So it broke into my cabinet and started eating the cashews.
Jamie, pop me out and pop me in, bro.
Hello.
Doesn't anyone else have problems? Can we talk about those? All right. 50 millimeter stroke coming out. I don't think there's plans for that.
Oh, that would be.
Although Ivan's always up to something, so.
I'm wondering when, like old school 9-inch like rotary pads are coming back. You know what I'm saying? When are those coming back?
I don't think they ever went out of style. True. I think the real ones have been using those since day one.
They're the opposite side of the fence, of Ivan. They still rocking them 9-inch rotary pads. Yeah, you're right. Polishing boats, you need a big pad. Here's a good question. Flint, how do you handle people thinking DIY Detail is just a YouTube company? What do you think about that, Nick?
Honestly, I think YouTube would be a lot... Okay. I don't have any issues with whatever people think about whether we're a social media company or not. Like, I think if you look at the track record of Ivan and you see all the things that he's done, like, he has just consistently given away his knowledge day after day after day after day after month after month after year. He's up till 2 a.m. answering every YouTube comment. So say whatever you want about whatever he says on camera. I see the way that he gives in service to people and dedicates his life to this. So if they want to think we're a YouTube company, that's fine. Like, my primary role is our content creation. I'm always thinking, how can I make this interesting? How can I connect with people? Because that was my whole backstory. You know what I mean? Like, I went to college for broadcast journalism. I won 2 Emmys. I was at like 6 different TV stations around the country. Like, I really did this. I care deeply about it. It's my skill set. And I also happen to love detailing. So I brought my unique skill set. Ivan brought his, and we came to like educate and deliver awesome products. So if they want to think we're a YouTube company, I also think from like a perspective of not money, just like perception. These TikTok companies are fascinating to me because I don't see them doing long form on YouTube, and they probably make a lot of money, but they're just doing really quick videos. And I'm like, I guess I'd rather be considered a YouTube company, which I feel like is more substance than a short form company, even though I know shorts are incredibly important. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that. But I just feel like there's a lot of integrity in the long form stuff. Like, you get to know us, you get to trust us, and they can think what they want. But like, I think there's a ton of substance behind what we do. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that was probably too long of an answer.
No, man.
I guess I could just say I'm not that concerned about it if that's what they think. But I also do care what people think because that's what I do. So,
yeah.
Ivan's a goat, man. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you the amount of times that he's just been DMing or had a call with him for 45 minutes and just talk business and different strategy. I mean, I can't speak highly enough about the man. I think he's one of the OGs of the industry, and absolutely I don't think there's many people you can put above him that care more, period.
He truly cares.
I just don't. I mean, he genuinely does, dude. You hit it right on the head. Like, answering all the questions, making sure he's in all the different groups. And I mean, he's the man, dude.
He's insane. Which rolls into this question.
Travel around everywhere and just do what he does, and basically nothing, just to grow awareness and obviously build DIY and whatever, you know what I mean? But it's like, that's dedication. You can't.
Right. He does a lot of things that are good for the company, and you know that he's really big on business, and he teaches you guys as entrepreneurs, you should make a profit so that you're able to serve your customers. Like, it's not evil to be a business that has profit, right? So he serves the company and he serves the business, and the goal is to make a profit. And then he's out there answering hundreds of YouTube comments a day and visiting detailers in their garages just because they happen to be maybe 2 hours away from his itinerary. It's not close. He'll go to someone's garage.
I know.
Some middle-aged guy who's like just over the moon excited that Ivan is there, because I feel like Ivan is just such a great educator. And I just say middle-aged guy because I'm like, I feel like Ivan is... Like, I look at the people that I think like truly look up to Ivan, and it's like older guys. I think they like the way that he explains things, and he makes it seem like you don't have to be 20 in California, like some young kid running around in a mobile detailing van. Like, you can be a middle-aged dude and just like chill and not stress.
Dude, he's got what,
and get
40
amazing
years
results.
in the game?
Right.
40 years in the game, something like that. I mean, he's seen it all, dude. He was hanging around before anybody even knew what microfibers were.
Yeah, that rolls around to this question. Not sure you can answer this, but how did Ivan become so known and popular? So Ivan's basically, he's done his shops, then he got into kind of the product game, and then he developed his system. And if you go back, like, you'll find old videos of Ivan. He looks completely different than what he does now. But he's been doing the same methods and the same teachings. Yep. Like, he's been preaching the same stuff.
Yeah.
Ever since his inception, like, on YouTube. It's pretty nuts.
Before there was a lot of videos being made, he was making long posts in the forums and on Facebook too.
Yep.
So there were a lot of write-ups, like in the OptiCoat days when Jamie and I were starting, and that's how I knew about Ivan. And I asked Ivan, I'm like, did you guys used to make a lot of videos? He's like, not really. Like they would go to the rag company and make occasional videos with Levi and Dan. And
that's where
that
I grew up detailing right there. Yep.
But like that was like the only because it was a lot harder to make videos back then. You know, with the phones now, it's so simple.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a lot of video content with Ivan early, and so he wasn't as well known as he is now, obviously. But yeah, say what you want about him, but I think his track record speaks for himself.
100%.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
Go.
Becca coming in. What a bio bombs. Next year, we need the Christmas scent to drop November 1st, so I have more time to enjoy it before Christmas, Christian. What you think?
So transparently, I appreciate everybody giving me feedback on that. Me and Jamie were actually talking some Christmas stuff, holiday, winter, fall, you know. I think what we're going to try to do for next year, and, you know, not really cat out of the bag thing, but I think we're going to do like the fall and winter collection together. You know, like I think we're just going to drop them all early enough where it's like you can get some good time out of fall. You can have the winter collection stuff as you roll right in. You can transfer right over. That way you can get yourself your fall bar and your winter bar and just be ready to go. I just because like for us, dude, it gets really hard. Like even with all the suppliers and our resellers and the guys who work with us now and our detailers, it's like to not we just have to launch better. And it's like we're learning each year, man. You know, I think this year was a lot smoother than other years, but we did have a couple heartbreaks in regards to scents. So we kind of revamped the peppermint fatty and kind of pulled that back again. It wasn't my preferred one to do, but you know, sometimes like bees like that.
Yeah. Dark Dragon coming in. Anything new about the pan polisher aside from the weight and throw, like tighter chassis? So we don't need to do the tape mod for fixing vibration sound. That's an Ivan question. It feels like that's fixed. You know, Nick?
I do not know.
I would say should be. I don't really know. That's an Ivan question, but mostly
Ivan is the one who
the counterweight and the throw of the polisher is the big difference. Yeah. There you go. Not sure. Oh, that's where I did that one. Shelf life of the bio bar seems like older, unopened stock doesn't smell as strong. What you think, Christian?
Really? I mean, I don't think if anybody has an issue as far as the bar goes, I mean, I know Jamie's probably said to you guys before, it's like reach out. You know, obviously we want to try to work with everybody. I don't necessarily know from a climate change, maybe if it was kind of going through, you shouldn't have much issue when you open them up. It should be valid. I mean, if you open a bar up and you roll it down and you even wrap it up tight again, you should be able to pull that section out and be able to have it work perfectly fine. If there is some type of issue in regards to that with an older center, whatever, reach out to Jamie or me, dude. We'll take care of you. We don't want anybody to have bars that we don't think are lasting the way we set a standard for them for. We kind of do that all the time, man. Somebody wants to drop like a 1-star review and like, this thing didn't last or whatever. And it's like, all right, man, like if that's the wrong one, like we'll throw you another bar or whatever. Just reach out to us before you start slamming people with 1-stars. We're like cool people and stuff. We want to make you happy.
Exactly. So the next two questions are referring to the granules. Do they help with moisture?
No, they're not going to help with moisture. They will be activated by the moisture in the air, but they're not necessarily going to help with moisture. They're not set up like a damp rid or whatever those other bags are you kind of hang that you can get over at Home Depot or whatever. They actually are designed to suck up moisture. They're not like that. They're activated with the moisture. They won't actually do anything to help with it.
There you go.
But if you have a funky smell from moisture that's in a damp area or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it will kind of help offset that kind of smell. So,
do they work in smokers' cars?
It will work in a smoker's car. The biggest problem I always have with smokers who smoke in their car still or whatever, I guess that's still kind of a thing or whatever. You want to, that will work, but you're going to smoke in your car again. So it's kind of this cycle, right? Like if you're smoking a cig in your car and then you get out and you have the pouch in there, by the time you get back in your vehicle, like you should notice it a little bit less pungent as it usually is as for smoking in your car, right? Like again, though, it's the same thing. It's like you kind of choose either you want to have like the neutralization of the odors in that ongoing fashion, or you use like an air freshener or something, right? Because if you're using both, you're kind of going to be crossing yourself out.
Boom. Any movement on being able to export to the UK? I know it's more awkward since the bio bomb itself is treated as possibly hazardous, so we're still working on it.
Yeah,
We got the bars there. The bars are live in the House of Rags UK, so you can get your BioFresh bars. But the VDKs should be on their way, honestly. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the VDKs and the minis, we've been working through kind of getting, every country has a different requirement in order to get things shipped into the country. When you get shipped into the country, there's certain fees that are associated. You got to have certain qualifications. You got to make sure, there's just different things for different areas, and UK happens to be one of those tougher areas for us to get this into. Not saying that we can't, it just requires a little bit more effort, and we're working towards it. It's going to take a little bit of time. Patience, young Skywalker.
Is there a holder for the granules so you can attach to the inside of a large garbage bin?
Great questions. You guys are bringing out the fire today. So yes, we do actually have a cabinet that we're going to be, that's going to be available as well. It'll just have a piece of double-sided tape inside of it. You can pull it out, adhere it to the back if you want to, and slap it on the top of a trash can. Because I was talking with Jamie about the diaper pail situation. Like if your diaper pails, and I mean, guys, it works so well for diaper pails. It's almost unbelievable. If you put it on top and you have a lid that pops open and shuts back down, you get the most action from that because obviously those odors are rising. You can throw it inside on the ground of it in between the liner, and it works fine as well because it will emanate its way up. But yes, I mean, we do have a cabinet that you could use.
Sweet. Christian, when will these be available on the BioBombs and Thor sites? So when are these, when's the product release?
We wanted to have them released earlier this week. I've been running into some stuff, guys. I've had a wild run here over the past couple of weeks. I got an older dog that, hasn't really been doing too well. So I've kind of been a little bit thrown off with that, but we're planning on getting everything up. I think hopes is online by next weekend for both Thor and everyone else and ourselves.
So imminent drop for the BioBomb odor control granules. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah. And then outside of that, you guys know at some point we're going to bring some type of new bar or something. We're working on things. I just don't like to talk about too much at one time.
Yeah, you can't get ahead of yourself on them.
Because everything changes all the time. I have all these different things going on all the time. You know, dude. Because I talk to you guys. I'm like bringing stuff, killing stuff, bringing stuff, killing stuff. You're like, what happened to this? What happened to that? What are you doing with this? I'm like, it's on the back burner for now. We're working on this later and whatever. So
there you go. Questions are rolling in. Here we go. All right. Would the work for an apartment? I'm in property management, and there's some nasty people out here.
So, Petey, to answer in response to that, the direct answer is going to be yes, they absolutely will work. I had a situation with somebody, a detailer, earlier this week that reached out to me that does stuff at apartment buildings. They work with property management as well. And they have an area where the tenants put their garbage, particularly scraps and things of that nature, to be taken out of the building or whatever and discarded. That room always smells particularly really, really bad. In that type of scenario, I would take minis, put it in a big, garden pump sprayer, a bigger sprayer, IK sprayer, whatever you got, and literally just spray down all the walls and the floors inside the bins and everything, and it'll neutralize that odor out almost immediately. For ongoing odor control and things like that, stairwells, laundry areas, things like that might smell a little musky, yes, absolutely, the granules will work.
There you go. Yeah, I think some kind of household cleaning tutorials.
Yeah, some of you guys might see we got some things popping right now on social media. We kind of been doing a little push in that area. So if anybody hasn't checked it out, visit our socials and check them out. We definitely have a whole bunch of stuff that we're dropping in regards to that kind of same scope.
That's a totally different lane. You can add to your detailing business. Pop in an apartment building, deodorize.
Yeah, I got guys that do couches, carpets, dog areas, things like that, just as like an ancillary pickup. I just had a guy want to reach out the other day to join the business program. He does soft washing. He does all types of interior cleaning and steaming stuff as well. So yeah, absolutely.
Here's a question for the fellas. Sin of the day, guys. Mark coming in. You got a sin of the day, question. Nick? What you think?
Maggots.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
I was gonna say, listen, if everybody gets a chance, check out the page. We're doing a Sweet 16. We're gonna do a full bracket. Vote your favorite scents. I want to see what it comes out with this year, who the winner is.
You're doing a March Madness scent competition, Christian?
Yeah, we're doing all of our scents, every scent that we've had out. And it's a Sweet 16 bracket. So hop over, get a chance. We're gonna do some giveaways and things. Obviously, place your bets in and pay attention to the socials because we're gonna do some cool stuff over the next couple of weeks.
I know he's talking colognes, but I'm gonna stick it to BioBar scents. Lament is underrated. That's an underrated scent. I'm gonna go.
What's your favorite, Jamie?
Third person this week, Jamie, that said that.
Lament's my favorite right now.
Including one of our team guys.
Yeah.
Cherry Berry.
It's fresh. Nick, you rip out the trunk, you get the spare wheel out, you clean everything, you put the Lament in, we're rolling.
I'm afraid of what's going to happen if I take the lining up and see what's under the spare wheel area.
There's something under there. There's something.
You have to face your fears, bro.
You got to pull it up.
You have to, brother. We talk about that. We've had conversations, you and I. We've had some deeper conversations. We've talked about these type of things before.
Through hard times comes ease. I got to go through the hard.
Get yourself out of the comfort zone, bro. You can't just sit in that front seat and think the maggots aren't going to make it to underneath your seat sometime, because they're on their way.
They're on their way?
They're absolutely on their way, bro.
No.
Yeah. They're coming.
Oh, my
Bobby.
God.
I'm thinking like some Stranger Things thing coming after you. Back in the seat at some point.
Nick, I've detailed vehicles of farmers who's literally transported pigs in the back of SUVs. Believe me, I've seen it all. Bio bombs works even in those types of situations. Good job, Bobby.
Appreciate you, Bobby.
Awesome.
Thank you, brother.
Hard jobs right there. Dark Dragon. Have all three brands considered expanding to TikTok or doing simultaneous TikTok lives to reach the younger audience? So I know DIY's been playing with TikTok.
We're on TikTok. We have like 120,000 followers. I did notice that like numbers dropped off considerably, as I think a lot of people have talked about.
Yes, when it became pay to play
ownership. Yeah, it's pay to play, and we haven't paid to sponsor any of our views. So like occasionally we'll hit like 20 or 30,000 views on a TikTok.
Yeah,
but like we would hit hundreds of thousands just like on a Tuesday on some random Ivan short about God knows what, like Ivan just talks and then people watch. So we tried doing some TikTok lives. We actually got a consult with TikTok, which they only do if you're big enough, and we were fortunate enough to like meet them at SEMA, and they were actually saying like you see all these companies doing these live streams and you think that like, oh, that's the answer, and it doesn't represent a huge amount of business. So in terms of our resources where we want to allocate them, like me being the guy on TikTok live being like buy now doesn't make a whole lot of sense for us right now. We're on TikTok. We care about it. We make a short on it a day, literally. So like hundreds of videos a year go on TikTok for us. We have our TikTok shop link. So if you see one of our videos, we should have a product link that you can buy through our own TikTok shop. So we're there. We care. But I mean, most of our core audience is on YouTube.
Well said. Well articulated.
I'm not saying that I don't want to like dominate. I'd love to be the number one car care brand on TikTok. I just, it's a different ecosystem for sure.
It is a different ecosystem. I mean, for us, it's kind of one of those things like we try to respect everyone who sells our products throughout the country. So like we want to kind of regulate and not kind of have different people on there. So one of our things is like we don't want any of our people selling on there. We stay kind of clean off of doing any of the lives and any of that stuff on there ourselves, just to kind of like we post the same way as you do. We've had some pretty big hits and good videos and we get great engagement. But like the whole live selling, the whole, it's a lot, I mean,
it's a different universe.
It is a different universe, and you need to have a lot. You need to have a lot of time and a lot of dedication to be able to really dig in and make it work. You can still, quote unquote, get away with sharing your content there and engaging with your comments and things like that. But it is a different machine.
And most of the negative comments I think of come from TikTok. Like most of them are just like, they love to talk trash on Ivan. So it's just it's funny, man. TikTok's a different ecosystem, but I respect it. A lot of people there.
If they ain't hating on you, ain't doing something right, bro.
That's right.
That's true.
How many cameras do you use when filming content for an interior detail? Interesting question. Nick, how do y'all film interior details?
We'll usually like mount we'll try to do it on a convertible, Josh. So it's like if you have a chance to do this, if you have a convertible, maybe that's the day that I'm going to film my interior detail, right? And we'll set up like one phone on the dashboard shooting like reverse towards us. Then we may have Sylvie, it's nice to have a camera person, like, peeking in through one of the passenger or driver's side doors, like following us around. And then if we can, we'll mount a camera on the sunroof, if ideally, so that would like point towards the windshield, and then obviously this one on the windshield reverse shooting back towards us. It's not the highest quality, but if you have a nice iPhone, it's good enough, right? I think with YouTube, what I've learned and what we've learned with Ivan is like, it doesn't have to be perfect quality as long as your sound is clean. If you have education to deliver, or if you can show someone a transformation, that's really fascinating as a human to watch. So you don't have to do it perfect cinematography wise, but obviously you don't want to make boring stuff that no one watches. So You try to make it interesting, but you just remember that if you have value to deliver, you just want clean audio. That's my personal opinion. And you don't want the video to be super shaky. Like, it doesn't have to be super engaging and like super zoom, just nice and clean. Less zooming, less moving, clean, steady, and clean audio. Then it's up to you to deliver the gold.
There you go. Are we getting a V2 detail code Cody line?
What about these meta glasses? Have you guys used these to film details yet?
Yeah, I don't have the new versions. I have the one right before the new versions, and the video quality was really low, but I did get a viral biobomb video out of them, so, you know. Pretty good.
They're not bad to chop in, I would imagine, in between content to kind of show that perspective, you know, because it's not
especially for interiors, man.
Yeah. And most people on Instagram with their just regular detail business is going viral all the time using these
things.
That's
what they use.
That's what they use. That's what they run. And they just get interaction.
Buddha had a video, you interact with a customer or something like that. They start arguing with you. They're on. You're just like, and your head shaking back and forth. You feel like you're in there arguing with the customer back.
It's engaging. So it's the first person shot is pretty engaging, I feel. The quality's lower, but it's engaging.
Yeah.
Question for Christian and Biobombs. R&D on pan the organizer scent bars. Is it still a lifting problem? What we got going on?
I mean, we're like, I would say I think last time I was using kitchen as a reference, wasn't I? Like we were in the kitchen, we're reformulating the recipe. I think that's kind of the analogy I was using. I would say at this point, the thing's about to be out of the oven. Fair enough, right?
I like it. Yep.
Fair enough representation, I believe.
Them bars, man. Some take forever. Some come together like that.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about all the ones I still can't get. I've been secretly working on a saddle cheeks for you for a long time.
We need that.
Surprise you for Christmas, bro. I'm gonna surprise you for Christmas.
Oh my goodness,
that Wilson's Leather store,
dude. I'm telling you, I grew up with horses, and we had real, leather saddles. So you walk in the saddle shed, and the smell.
Yes.
Takes me back. That's a good scent right there.
I agree with you.
Pan's new demineralizing shampoo should be a Biobomb scent. The shampoo smells like candy. Interesting.
I didn't smell that one. I didn't smell that yet. Or I should say I haven't tried it yet. So
yeah. Dark Dragon saying just call the holiday bars the holiday collection. Covers all bases.
I feel like holidays does too, but I feel like it kind of like lays you into like after Christmas it's over, right?
Yeah.
Like so for me, I'm like, well, I mean, let's just make it be. We do winter. We gotta do winter. It's gotta be crisp. It gotta be cool on the back end of those. I think, like, we had Jamie was throwing around a couple good ones yesterday in a chat. A couple ideas we're working on. So I think this year will be a lot more fun. It's hard, guys, to get that right blend and have something that works, and then only run it for a short period of time, though. And it's not really, you can't staple all these things you can't. 50 different choices for air freshener bars. Eventually, it's gonna be like the Netflix syndrome. Like, I don't know which one to use.
Yeah. Is the Biobomb in my steamer safe for all surfaces like leather?
Yes. Leather windows are gonna be your two areas where I would say leather. Make sure you condition it afterwards. Same as you clean anything else. Any other leather you want to clean, you want to make sure you can condition it after you get done cleaning it. And then windows, it'll streak because there's no alcohol in it or whatever. So use a dedicated window cleaner, but it'll still work on both of those areas. It's perfectly safe for all surfaces. You could take a spray bottle, 32 ounces, even 16-1, and you could spray it right on your dashboard and watch it just dry up in the sun. It won't leave any residue or nothing.
That's nice.
Minis are really, really cool, man.
Yeah, and it's a March Mini Madness, isn't it?
Yeah, man. We're doing mini pushes on a lot of different ways you can use them. March Madness. We're going crazy. I feel like we go crazy every other couple months now with these different promotions and things we do, but whatever.
So if
That's
you
kind
want
of
some
the cool part about growing.
Mini tips and tricks, tune into the Biobombs page. Christian's dropping them.
Yes,
Keith, I use the minis in my steamer VDK for smoke odor. What are your top tips to get rid of the chemical smell afterwards? He says he's tried the water trick, but no luck.
That's interesting. So I hear that from people every once in a while. I would advise to always double check to make sure the water is distilled, and in the labeling somewhere it doesn't say that there's chlorine in that water, because if there is chlorine in that water, it will not actually pick up the molecules the same way as if you have a distilled water that does not use chlorine. It's kind of one of those things that you can get away with doing if you're making the water. You just kind of have to put a little note there and you're kind of good. Some companies from what I understand, I don't just go out and just search all these different distilled water brands, but you should be able to spray it. And when I say spray, it's like spray the carpet, spray the air, spray the seats. Like you don't have to worry about it like bleaching anything out. It's water, spray it inside the cabin, inside the trunk.
Heavy. I think
Yeah,
you
yeah,
might not be spraying enough water. Like
yeah,
it's like
yeah. If you
two
guys
good
like see
ones in the front, 3 heavy
yeah,
in the middle, 3 heavy in
yeah.
the back, and
Yeah,
like
if you
it
see the
sucks it
RV
out.
video, if you see the RV video that we did, like I'm spraying for like 15 seconds in there,
Yep.
like just spraying because
Heavy
like
spray.
again, yeah, you want to make sure that like the molecules that are still there, kind of in the space, attract themselves back into that water.
Yeah, and it's distilled water, so it just goes away.
Yep,
No problems.
Can't be RO, can't be deionized. It's got to be distilled. So like that maybe potentially could be an issue for some people too.
Yeah. There you go.
If not, man, just air that thing out, open the windows up, put it in the sun.
Yep. Another trick. What's the strongest scent for a bio bomb air freshener?
And most controversial, in my opinion, is going to be New Car Nectar.
Look at this. You talking
Hands
about
down.
that new car hitter? Where's that at?
It's got to be. I mean, I smell new car on people when they get out of their vehicle with new car.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had some lady come up to me. I think it was a SEMA or was it MT? I can't remember. She's like, "You don't understand. Like my husband, like he gets out of his car and I just smell it all over him, and I love it." And it was like kind of a little like it was an uncomfortable moment, But like it's new car, I would say is our strongest.
100%.
Yeah.
Speaking of scents and bio bars, a DIY bio bomb collab will be pretty good too. Just saying.
Yes,
we've been talking about that for a while.
There's been rumblings. We've had some rumblings.
I like rumblings now. Panel by panel, can we get a 90 scent? What's a 90? I feel like iced out's a
I feel like squash. I feel like squash is 90s out. Iced out is a 90 cent for sure. Because I was 15 years old with no license, buying 6 or 7 and putting them inside my car, and then driving like an hour to my boy's house when our parents were at work in our cars that we weren't really allowed to drive yet to wash them and then drive them home. So iced out is definitely 90s for me. But like, what other kind of type of 90s? Like a pina colada type of 90s? Like
pina colada.
Dude,
I used to take them iced outs, murder the block, son. 3 strawberry.
What reminds me of the 90s?
Stack.
Oh no! Okay. I like that.
Like one of those. I don't know. Is it like a Buick or something, or like an old? And you have that like those velvet like velour seats, and they just smell a type of way. You know what I mean? Like in the sun. Like that was my grandpa's car. What car was that?
It's that church lady scent, man.
Yeah,
that's terrible.
So can you get that church lady scent?
Seats. It's some perfumed out seats.
Church lady scent is what we need.
So white diamonds.
J Farm saying cherry's pretty strong too. It's
right behind. PD, I love that, man. Do me a favor if you can, brother. Go to the website and leave a review on the air freshener bars. The amount of controversy I get over new car is wild. I had somebody tell me 2 weeks ago, dude, I wish I could find it real fast. I'd read it to you without reading their name. But they're like, I can't believe you guys sell this. You're trying to poison me. This smells like turpentine. This is the worst smell I ever smelled in my life. I want a refund. This is bullshit. And not even lying to you. 30 seconds later, I got an email that said, "Oh my gosh, new car is like the best new car I've ever smelled in my entire life. I love it. It's my favorite customer for life." Yep. So it's like I constantly have to deal with kind of like the back and forth with it. But if you have a new car situation you don't like it, I usually bend and I'm like, "Listen, I'll send you another bar. Just relax. Sorry it wasn't for you."
Boom. Yeah. What was I going to say? I forgot. But new car, yeah. It's a controversial.
Mm-hmm.
Where can I purchase the sample kit collection for the air fresheners to display in my shop? He wants to sell some bars. How can he get a display?
What's up, brother? Yeah, Josh, you just we have them. We do have the displays. We do them online. If you guys are signed up, I believe you get a discount with them too, or whatever. But I mean, they're available online if you guys want them. Anybody who's interested in potentially selling some in your shop or whatever, make sure you obviously go through the House of Rags or through us and get yourself set up on a discount program so you at least get a little bit of margin there for you. We want everybody obviously selling at what we list them for, but you could always sell them higher. I mean, people do pay for convenience. It's definitely a thing. So, I mean, by all means, reach out. We'll get you hooked up.
Here's a suggestion. How about a bar with Eddie's favorite cologne scent?
Put those cheeks. Cologne scent. I'm sorry. My bad, Westcat. My bad. What is Eddie's current favorite?
I
was watching a cologne video.
He doesn't have a favorite. Like, you couldn't tell him. He didn't give you a favorite.
Eddie was talking about this honey scent, and he's like, "Yo, normally my wife says it's okay, whatever." I get in the car and she's like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Well, my normal 7 sprays is usually good, but this was like 5 sprays too many." And I'm like, Have you been at Eddie's house recently, Jamie? Does it just Is it just like cologne? Does it smell like cologne as soon as you walk
everywhere? Oh yeah, everywhere.
Really?
I didn't realize
it. Izzy, Bev, they all do it.
Oh, they all spray like crazy.
Yeah.
I love that. It's a fragrant house. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
it's fragrant. It's fragrant in the cologne house. They take it serious.
Literally the cologne house, man. That's
Literally
crazy.
the cologne house.
It's hilarious.
Bro Dizzle, my bio bombs. He's having a problem about lasting a full month. Would hanging the bag on the bottom of the seat frame help keeping it stationary or not sliding in front of the heater vent? Any tips?
I mean the bag usually is a little grippy, like on the carpet. And if you're driving like a savage, Bro Dizzle, I mean, obviously the first thing I would say is check the driving techniques, make sure you're not doing a little crazy bumps and whipping around or whatever. But no, for the most part, I mean, you can hang it on the bottom of the seat frame. Airflow is always going to help with getting it to kind of be more fragrant, right? If you're like hanging it on the seat, the seat clip or whatever underneath there, it'll hang. It's going to bounce back and forth. That's going to waft air. It's going to push fragrance. You might lose a couple days on a release level, but I mean, we do have people that do that. It's whatever your favorite thing to do is. We just tell guys, if you're going to lean it against any type of like blinker or anything like that, just make sure it's not laying directly on plastic or sitting in the sun on plastic. It's just like anything else, guys. You don't want anything directly being magnified under the sun, especially oils on the side of what potentially could be, your vinyl or your leather or whatever.
Boom. Another tip I like to do is it's kind of
cool water is the 90s. That's that 90s flavor. Cool
That's
water
that 90s
for
flavor.
sure.
Yep. Boom, right there. Another good tip. I like the flip it, like weekly, bi-weekly. I keep that thing flipping to a fresh side.
That's not a bad play. Hanging it would kind of probably.
Axe is very 90s, right? Or is that more 2000s?
Axe is 2000s for sure.
Okay.
E tu Brute. How about Brute? Or Old Spice? Old Spice
Old Spice
aftershave. I was a young buck when I was first using the Old Spice aftershave. Oh man, I remember those days.
I remember
a little fluke in the hand, and
I remember.
I haven't aftershaved in a while, guys.
Oh Lord, the 6th grade, puberty, like elementary school. Set you down, watch, and they gave everyone an Old Spice after.
No way, did they really?
I don't know why, but that's burned in my memory. Yeah.
Yo, that's hilarious. Old Spice sponsored the puberty talks back in the day. That's hilarious.
Man. That's funny. Samuel, any plans on offering something different from the baggies for bio bars? The baggies get pretty grimy after absorbing so much oil. Maybe some slotted plastic cartridges.
So we tried doing stuff. I think Conway tried doing a slotted thing. If we're going to do them, we have to really do a big order for them. And I'm not traditionally sold on the idea yet that like the oils themselves won't absorb into the plastic and then kind of cross mutate if you're putting other bars in it. So for right now, it's just replacing the bags as needed, Slimy bags, guys. I mean, slimy, I don't know if that was the right terminology for what you really feel like happens with the bars, but they can hold and absorb oil. It's not necessarily a bad thing. If you're rotating cherry in and you like cherry all the time and you throw cherry into your same bag, right? You're going to get an amplified performance from the bar when it revitalizes that oil in there that might be drying out. So it's 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other.
Yep. So I would keep the same baggie for the same.
I always love talking to you guys because you always drop the questions for me. Mm-hmm. It's like, I think to myself sometimes, I think I've answered everything that could be asked, and people just drop new questions in, and I'm like, this is awesome. So
yeah, we got a lot of questions still coming in. So let's power through them because we're past an hour at this point. That's good. Thanks everybody for tuning in on Thursday afternoon. So.
Young Cars Bio Bomb collab. I see that one. I mean, Nick and I have had a conversation. We did kind of get along because we're quite tall fellows. So we had a couple conversations up there in the clouds that people might not have heard of.
Yeah. The UK pear scent would be pretty nuts.
Ooh.
Sorry, joining late. What's the price for the new granules?
Not released yet. They will be affordable though. I want to make sure if you guys got to get 2 of them for a pair of your shoes, you're not going to feel like you're getting robbed.
Why so serious? Missing the Funkin' Homies podcast. Is it coming back, Christian, or what?
So, guys, right now, transparently, we got a lot of different moving parts going on. I talked to Jamie and Eddie about it. Like, I'm always down to hop on, do an episode, pop in. I think dedicating the time at nighttime to be there and do it for right now, at least for the a foreseeable future. I just can't put in like I want to put into it. And it's the hardest part for me because I like to be all in on everything. And I just felt like it got to be a little bit too much. I was losing focus in other areas. So for the time being, it's kind of on a hold. We have an open thing where it's like if I decide to do something or whatever, I could pop on. We'll promote it and we'll get it going. So I appreciate all the love, guys. I really do. It's like hard for me to even think about not doing it regularly. But it's been a lot. We're growing thanks to everybody. So I appreciate the busyness.
Yeah, you had a massive growth year last year, so time to make some big boy moves. Moves. Next level bio bombs. Has bio bombs considered a scratch and sniff style sampler for people wanting to know the scents without committing to a bar?
So, scratch and sniff style sampler insert is actually not a bad idea. I've never thought about it on that level before. I did look into doing some scratch and scent sticker situations, but the problem is, guys, it's so expensive for that stuff. Like it's like almost like you have to pass a price increase through if I put a scratch and sniff snicker on the side of it. I mean, it's not cheap to do that kind of stuff. So we don't do it. We have our stairways, which is I think what Josh was asking about, just having some like display cases and stuff. If you're in the industry, for sure, I would get yourself at least some type of clear cases or whatever and throw a half a bar in there. You can let that bar sit for 3 years. It's still going to smell like it's supposed to smell when you open it up. It's just not going to project the way that it traditionally would, but it'll always smell like the bar is supposed to smell. So that's what I usually recommend for anybody who's using them in the field and upcharging or adding them as a thank you to their services.
Boom.
Pumpkin pie seasonal scent. That's hilarious.
How long did the granules last? Can you dry and reuse?
So they aren't wet. They don't get wet. They're just going to be activated through the moisture in the air. It's a pass-through kind of thing. I don't know if you guys can really. It's hard for me to kind of get you to really see, but they're very mobile. They move around, guys. They're not, so they're not going to get necessarily soggy. These are going to last anywhere between 30 to 90 days, especially for the bigger pouches. Like the bigger pouches, I'll open this one here for you guys so you can see it. But like, you might not be able to tell unless they're up next to each other, but like there is a substantial amount. Can I see? Can you see? This one's like full pretty much to the top. You know what I mean? This is kind of about half of that, a little less than half of that.
Okay.
Depending on how bad your odor is and how long you're sitting there trying to work with something, if it's food, if it's a diaper pail, whatever, that's going to be really more of a longevity scale for people. So in between 30 and 90 days.
Oh, here you go. Westcat, good tip. Don't forget to put do not eat on the pouches. Write it down, Chris. Right
here. Do not open fabric pouch. Keep out of reach of kids and pets.
Do not eat.
Contact with water. Do not eat.
Right there. Right there.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. We're covered. No, Tide Pod challenge kind of deal. No. Do bio bars have any disinfecting properties?
Great question. Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
So no. For the record, absolutely no disinfecting properties. The word disinfectant, like when you get into certain spaces when it comes to cleaning and stuff like that, you really got to watch what you say. But our bars absolutely have no disinfectant properties on them. They do have odor neutralizing properties within them. Obviously, they do have fragrances inside them, obviously, but it does not have anything that is considered to be a disinfectant now.
Hot in California. He's saying the bars are having trouble lasting. Any recommendations? So earlier we kind of went through that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, loser, hit me up. I mean, Christian@biobombs.com. I'll be more than happy to talk to you more in detail about if I can get you out another bar or something like that, man. Maybe you got a bad batch or something. So,
yeah, flip the bar.
Don't run from that one.
Avoid direct sunlight. Avoid vents. All the tips.
Yeah. Traditionally, some people do too, man. I mean, their nose does not pick up scents the way somebody else's does. Like how you smell juicy melon might not be the same as the way Nick smells it or I smell it. That's just life. That's also, just life.
If you're in a more dry out area, like I'm in Louisiana, so these bars are staying real moist, Christian, real moist.
Okay.
So like maybe run stronger bars like New Car. Cherry.
Baby grapes are stronger. Cherries are stronger.
Vitamin C.
Squash would be considered a stronger vitamin C. Exactly.
Yep.
Your laments, your dope soap, like your fresh AFs, they're a little bit more on the mild side, right off the rip.
There you go. Figure out what bar kind of maybe works in your area a little better. Gville, when will you guys or someone do a video? Oh, this is a neat question on hydrate. Would like to see some more examples of the application process. Well, someone makes a Thor media video every Sunday night. So I think this is a good opportunity, Nick. What you think?
Well, what happened was I ordered hydrate from the warehouse and I got cleaned by Pans 8 years, so I don't have a hydrate with me right now.
Classic.
Info at Thor.com. Who do I email about this? Who's my customer service rep? Bobby.
Info.
No, I actually was excited to get cleaned by Pans 8 year. I don't know why, because I'm not going to make a video on it until I make one on hydrate first. Anyways, I didn't order it, but I got it. And that can happen sometimes. So I don't actually have a bottle of hydrate with me, so that's why I did the 1 year first. Ivan just did a hydrate video. You guys did hydrate on location in the swamp. Is there any more content coming out about that?
No, that was it. Just
I mean, you guys did
I'll do an update wash. Yeah, we got 2 hours of application. I would say if you're wiping it off a little sooner, 3-towel method. If you wait the distance till it's really ready, 2-towel method. You really can't mess it up. Like it's incredible. Really? It's really interesting coating. It's different. It's a new breed.
It's pretty thick, right?
Like, I remember the first time I did it.
It's thick, right?
I was trying to wipe it off way too early. That was like the only issue.
Thick is crazy.
It's way thicker than thick. So it's a new breed.
Jamie, if you just give yourself lots of time for the leveling, you're golden, right?
You're golden. Yeah. And this might not happen in every scenario, but I found a little spot after the video we did. I recoated the other half of the car, and I had like this much room. I parked, the Telluride, so I'd have plenty of room on the one side of the film. Yep. And anyway, I found a spot like the next day, pretty big spot, solvent spot, and it just wiped up.
Really?
Yeah, like the high spots are pretty simple to deal with.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's really kind of cool.
So I've got some cool Nick at Night videos coming up on Thor YouTube, Jamie. You got my latest one that I sent you?
Yes.
Okay, so that one's about, well, we'll save it till you decide to publish it. And then the next one after that, I'm comparing a few interior protectant products from the Koreans. Ooh. And I'm excited because I had all these products sitting around. I'm like, I would look at these on the website and I would not know if they're good or not. So like Luminous has this like dash coating. Katiba has like interior clean and coat.
Yep.
Which I was like, oh, okay, I'll try that. And then Katiba also has like a leather conditioner. So I do like a triple panel test.
Okay.
And I do a tape line and everything. So that's coming in a couple weeks. So
all right.
I didn't do a very good like testing on it though. I just like ripped the tape off and then decided to hit it with a rinseless wash with no cure time. And I think I messed everything up. However,
you got to let them sit a while.
Well, I didn't do that. So they're probably going to feel like I maligned their brands. But they're all interesting products, and you're going to figure out which one I like when you see the video. And of course, anything on the House of Rags, use promo code Nick at Night to save yourself 10%.
Hey, but you're testing for what you like. So you want immediate protection.
Oh, for sure. Okay. So like if those maggots are going to crawl over that surface, it needs to be ready to go. We didn't have time to wait, bro. There's like a sandwich from 2019.
You want to slide across the surface instead of get stuck on it. You want them to quickly move to your neck and freak you out while driving.
Yeah, like if there's larvae, I need it gone.
You need it gone.
Listen, maggots turn into larvae. Larvae fly, man. They like flutter. They can land on you when you're driving. So
look, bro, take it all out, steam it.
I mean, listen, if you don't want to do any of that, just go get an insect fogger, drop that joint in the truck, bomb it, and then you can get the insect smell fogger out because we'll give you the stuff to get that out. But at least kill the maggots, bro. That's got to be the way I got to walk out of here, guys. I got stuff I got to get into, but you got to bomb them maggots out of there, bro.
I think we need the video now, Nick. Like you
got.
Right,
will you send me? I know I'm asking for freebies. This is like such a scumbag move.
It's not a freebie. This I'd be more than happy to say. I'd be more than happy
to
do
stuff.
this for you.
This is a concern.
Send me your stuff. We'll make a Nick at Night video about it. I'll never get a date on Hinge again because they'll see that I have maggots in my car, and we'll just call it a day.
We'll just see what happens. Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll just call it a day.
For the current Bob-omb air freshener, great question. Which one was the hardest to develop?
Out of all the existing bars we have right now?
Yeah. Yep.
That'd Be Great was tough.
Yep. It took a while. Yeah.
That'd Be Great was tough. New car, hands down, was really tough. But my most proud is Squash.
Squash is a
personally.
masterpiece.
That's my
really. What do you like about squash?
It's one of my favorites. Yeah,
it's always there for me, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Will you send me squash?
Send him a squash.
Yeah, I've never thought you'd ask.
Bro,
I just
send
put
me whatever I
on my
need for these
Post-it note
maggots
for you because I'm like, yeah, we'll just control the odors, but I definitely send you a squash.
Send me whatever I need. I think I'm gonna invest in a steamer because I'm already getting like old clients reaching out again, and I was radio
You're
silent.
lucky you
all
said
winter.
that because I was going to send you a Harbor Freight joint. I was going to go literally to Harbor Freight and put all the shit in one box and send it out to you just so you had no excuses. I was going to do a video release. Hey guys, just want to let the world know that Nick right now today received his package. They're inside. These are contents. I was going to show the video. He got a steamer. He got all the stuff he needs. Harass him until he fixes his problem.
We got to fix this situation ASAP.
That's it, man.
Conway, Christian, can minis be used with a bio cleaner or enzymatic type cleaner, or will the minis screw up the enzyme action of the cleaner in the mix? Great question.
There's different opinions regarding enzyme cleaners and kind of how they function, when they function best. A lot of people say that if you're going to use an enzyme cleaner, you should probably use it when the stain is still at least wet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I personally, we have guys that use the PNS system, right? And they all speak very highly of the results. I don't have any personal interaction with stuff because Aaron's Phoenix is who we kind of did a little thing with too. I mean, that does the job for us. It's not an enzymatic cleaner, I don't believe. Aaron, please forgive me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I don't think it would have any type of adverse reaction. The cool part about chlorine dioxide when you use it, guys, is like it is a cleaner. You're not going to get any type of sudsing action from it because there's no surfactants in it per se, which is why like adding it to a said cleaner is really nice because any surfactants that are there are going to help kind of promote the agitation and kind of get you that sudsy action you want from clean. But I mean, drop a mini in a spray bottle of pretty much any interior cleaner. If you use that cleaner regularly, you should be able to notice an enhancement to it.
Yeah.
No shots at anybody. It's just the way that the science works. That's all.
Well, luckily we have a master carpet cleaner extraordinaire here. Nick, what's your opinion?
I'm just looking at the comments and the maggots, and I'm thinking about how much a cheap steamer is going to cost. And I'm like, dude, am I really about this?
I'll try to talk to Kevin and Chief, man. I'll see
steamer.
if we can get you a comped version or something. You know what I mean?
I don't need a comp version. I'm a big boy. I just don't want to spend the money, but I could if I had to. I feel like
he did just say, "Can you send me some stuff?" I don't want to ask for free stuff, right? I mean,
it's just I'm balling on a budget. I moved into a house, you know. These expenses are real. So the only thing is, like, if I'm gonna take interior details this summer, I need a steamer. I don't need an extractor, but like I feel like the steamer is truly a great tool to have. And
it is, dude.
I got a budget
your bathroom grout. You can clean your toilet area. I mean, like a steamer is good, man. Your baseboard trim, where you got all kind of that build up grime and stuff like that. I mean, it's a very good tool to have, even for around.
And I've had all the tools, right? And I had a mobile, and then another shop, and then a bigger shop, and then we kind of split up. And I gave him all the stuff, and I kept the YouTube channel. So kind of starting over. But like after I bought the Ego pressure washer and all the Ego battery system last year, like that was worth it, right? It's worth it to invest. It's just not an overnight thing, you know, which is why I have a lot of empathy for people who are starting out and they're like, what do I buy? Because you want it all right now. And and if you're going to do work, like, you know, spending money on the right things does make sense. So the steamer is just one of these where I've been thinking about it for a long time. And
you could easily, Vice said it, you could easily go with a McCullough or a Dupre. I mean, Jamie knows I got a little bit of a beef with Dupre.
Yeah, I was about to bring this up.
Why?
Because Dupre came at our necks.
They came
in the one post.
So I posted.
What happened?
I run a Dupre steamer, so I make a short. And I tag both BioBombs and Dupre, you know, trying to, you know, potential collab opportunity here. You know what I mean? Down the line or something. Dupre comes in hot. No chill.
What did they say?
They say, like, do not add anything to our steamers. Our steamers are made to, you know, work with, you know, just probably distilled water,
regular water or whatever.
So we do not blah 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 blah. What you should do is now reply, hey, BioBombs minis have never had a recall because the Dupre steamers have had a huge recall.
I know they did have a recall. So I should respond right now 180 weeks later.
So take that, Dupre.
Yeah. I'm on my 50-cent pettiness right now. Chime into the chat that's like 50 weeks old and be like, we never had a recall though.
No recalls.
No, I mean, those cheap steamers are great.
I still promote Dupre, man. I think they're great. I don't care. They don't like because they were great.
It's a great steamer.
Is it really?
It's the little. It's this little cube, so it doesn't take up much space. It's cube, so it fits in corners. and it's phenomenal.
Okay.
Yeah. And it works perfectly fine with a BioBomb Mini.
100%. I co-sign that
one. Nick, Josh V just did a video on steamers if you want to check it out.
Cool.
Get you your references and reviews.
Yes.
Vice Detail, Chris, can I use VDK all the time? And when can I purchase the tablet specifically from you? There you
go. Can I use a VDK all the time? Yes. Traditionally, a lot of us within the team, we usually do it like once every 3 months. There's like season changes because we obviously have access to them. We just drop them in the vehicle for an hour, boom, pop them out, whatever. On average, Americans spend 18 days a year. So you can math that out however you want, right? Like 9 days every 6 months or whatever. So I would say do it once every 6 months and you should be fine. As far as purchasing tablets separately, we do not sell any tablets separately. It's a safety concern first and foremost. It's a liability concern for both us and you if we're giving you a tablet that has no type of warning labels or directions or anything on it. And if we put it on some tiny little thing or whatever, most likely it's probably going to be a concern as well. So we don't do any individual tablet sales. The minis are different because it's a smaller volume of chemicals, so there's not the same type of reaction you're going to get that you're going to get from the VDK tablets. Like, they got to be regulated a little bit better.
There are no refills.
No refills.
People want them refills bad.
I know they do. I get answered every day in the inbox. We're answering people like,
yeah.
And we have an auto answer generated. You know, like,
that's funny.
They're still asking you.
Does peppermint fatty smell like the holiday peppermint, or is it a distinctive smell?
Peppermint fatty smells like a candy company that has a peppermint inside and a chocolate outside.
That sounds amazing. Give me one of those instead. I'm just kidding.
I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite smells. I pull it out in July all the time. I just put one in the middle of July because it's just something about the minty kind of peppermint that I just like it. I'll give you one of them too.
No, you want the squash, Nick. You want the squash.
I'm getting them both.
I want the squash. All right,
you can put the fatty in your laundry room. You can put it in your bathroom. You can throw it in the trunk. See if the maggots like it.
Like I'm a very sensitive to odors kind of guy. You know what has still kind of stuck in my Jeep that I've cleaned with, Jamie, that will come up on a hot day, when the sun starts to bake, is Luminous Blanc. And I know it's like not the most strong scent, but it's a nice scent. And my daughter said she liked the smell of the Jeep the other day. Yeah. And I don't know, I think Blanc, I really enjoy it. It comes out of the foam. It's not like I would recommend this to pros. Yeah. But if you're an enthusiast at home and you just want to have like a third cleaner in your arsenal just to play with on a random day that you're cleaning.
Yeah, Blanc's great.
Blanc's great, right? It's a nice cleaner to have. I mean, it's not like it's not an everyday use thing, but like occasionally I want to foam on something and I want to play with the little detailing brush and it smells nice and I use it on fabric and it does a good job.
Yep. Loser in my Mercedes, there's no space underneath the seat and it's hot
as a fact.
California. Location recommendations.
In between the seat, if you could squeeze it in between that area, like between the rail and the actual center console, is a good spot. Towards the front's going to obviously give you probably a little bit more flow through your nose. And a lot of times, guys, you'll notice like with situations like that where you can't get the airflow underneath the seats, windows have to be open and stuff for you to kind of create that backdraft, kind of whip through the vehicle in order for you to be able to smell it. So just that little thought process there. And I seen Diamond Dan put something up there about Chief says you can use regular water in the 75 and distilled in the 100. I don't think that's accurate. I'm pretty sure it's not. I think when I spoke to Kevin directly about everything, he actually runs into issues with guys who are leaving. Like you need with his machines, from what I understand, the heat sinks or the sensors or something need to register the minerals in the water in order to get an accurate temperature readout all the time or something. It has something to do with like the calibration, and that's why they recommend using regular, not distilled water in their machines.
Wow.
I'm like 99% sure.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Wait, was that how we answer that? I don't know. Is there a way to revitalize the scent that is dry and quickly?
I mean, if you have a Fresh AF spray and you spray a Fresh AF bar, it's a pretty easy way to kind of get yourself a little bit of saturation again.
That Fresh AF spray, Christian, is strong, bro.
Who knows? There might be another spray in the horizon sometime soon.
Bobby is he knows his steamers. Bobby used to have he used to wash cars with steamers, so he knows all about them. So he says, yeah, do not use distilled in Chief. Bobby knows the steamer, so
I don't know if you guys
Thanks,
can hear
Bobby.
this or not, but I've been torturing a dog. Have you heard that in the background for the past
No,
15
no.
minutes? My puppy, dude, I literally, you would think I have her on like a
no.
rack and I'm like bending her
Oh
toes back. You know what I
no.
mean? Oh, I can't believe you guys can't hear it.
No,
It's
can't hear it.
so wild.
All right, so let's steam through these questions then and get you out of here because
Christian, how do you like the Apple Watch, by the way?
Oh boy, change subject.
Jim gets so mad. We sidebar all the time. Like, you guys just have me on a Sunday night. What is bullshit for
I
an
haven't
hour,
seen
man?
you since November, bro. It's been 4 months.
I like the Apple Watch, and I say this, anybody who has one around me that has one says the same thing. It's great for checking a text message real fast like this, maybe sending a quick fire back if you can. Other than that, it's trash for phone calls. It does a pretty decent job for keeping your activity level stuff, but like it's nowhere near as good as the Whoop. Like I kind of double wear because I'm weird like that or whatever, but this is more for the convenience of like if I got to skip a song in the gym real fast, or if I got to like check a text message or check the weather real quick. Like that's kind of why I use that.
On the right wrist versus the left. Why?
I'm a lefty.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
You can't say I've been spinning this in my left hand the entire time.
That's all I need to know. I sidebarred. Let's get back to it, guys.
No, it's all good. My bad, Jim.
Serious stuff here.
Yeah. Squash spray. Vice wants squash spray. Make it happen, Christian.
Noted, brother.
New forms of air fresheners, hanging air fresheners, more spray vents. What you think?
I mean, if anything, I think that we're gonna throw anything at the wall that might stick. I think over the next, season or two, we say that a spray most likely is going to be a little bit more probable than say any type of hanging stuff. I had this like guys were like, "Yo, you got to make just the BioBombs guy as an air freshener bar, man," and just But like I had this like thing against like the hanging air freshener bar companies, and I feel like if I did that, all we're gonna hear is like, Christian made it, man. He sold out. He's got little trees shaped like BioBombs on them. I can't believe it. So I can't do it, dude. It's like a moral thing for me.
Really?
So probably never the hangers. Probably.
We'll see. That's where you got to take it step up because Yum has these hanging air fresheners, but they're made of charcoal. They have a charcoal like liner.
Okay.
So they do double duty. They put the scent out and absorb odors.
Okay. I might do one that's like double sided where it says on the back like "Don't use me, use the bars" or something, and just give it to everybody.
Something like that. Yeah.
Test the scents out when I want to go do a new scent. Like I love this scent or I hate this scent. I'm like, all right, I did a little field testing and see what bars we're bringing out next.
Yeah. There you go. Panel Mint do the bombs itself, not the bars, disinfect?
Again, no. Respectfully, we do not disinfect anything.
Yeah. Cali Detail Co. Sorry if this was asked, but will Detail Co. This is a question for me. Be coming out with new coatings or T2s? We'll see. Not at this time, I don't think.
What is Detail Co.'s focus right now, or what are you all focusing on right now? Is Detail Co. is part of the focus?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm working on a bunch of stuff in the background, but nothing's even close to being ready, I'd say.
Time's too fast, man. It goes so fast.
And a lot of our stuff is pretty hard to upgrade with raw material wise in the U.S. So
I really like all the Detail Co. products I've tried, to be honest with you.
They're good price, and backbone of the business program. So if you sign up at the bottom of the website, you get 35% off Detail Code Nick. So big savings there.
At the House of Rags.
At thehouseofrags.com. He wanted to know if we could get a disinfectant fogger type, smogger type contraption.
I have been playing around with a little something that would be able to, have a disinfectant type of claim if that's something that guys are looking for. I really advise everybody though, if you're using the steamer, do a little bit of research. 2 + 2 is pretty simple. You can obviously see that using steam is going to do a lot of things for you that are going to kind of get you in that same beneficial disinfectant category or whatever.
Boom. Did you guys know that the DIY Detail cord-free polishers are back in stock?
They're back in stock, baby.
What a great day to detail a car. What a great day to be alive, to polish paint, make it shiny, deep clean it before a Type 2 ceramic coating like Hydrate, now available at thehouseofrags.com.
Get the maggots out.
He's a natural at that shit.
He's a natural.
Well, we're out here talking about BioBombs, and I'm like, I love BioBombs, but I'm trying to selfishly plug a little DIY,
There you go, Nick. Why don't you ask the next couple questions?
I'll ask this to Christian. Difficult 3690 asks, my car's only 6 months old and very clean, but living in Florida, there's lots of humidity. Should I use a biobomb to disinfect, refresh the interior, or just use a scent?
So I would say if you're dealing with a humid issue inside your vehicle and you're smelling that moldy, stale air kind of smell, the biggest thing you could do is try to leave your window cracked for a couple hours a day just to be able to get some kind of fresh airflow flowing through there. I would probably every 6 months want to do a VDK treatment to deodorize and kind of clean the air. We do have a
What's
lot of people that live
VDK?
in. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. I can't do this. I can't do this with this guy anymore. I went through
can't
this at
say
SEMA.
something.
Do you remember
It's
the still that you sent me at SEMA? You're like, yo, Christian looks like he's ready to whack Nick in his head. It was the same thing. He asked me, what's a VDK? Live on camera with pan or something like that.
This
I'm asking
this
for the
is what he
people.
does. This is what he does. This is what he does. You just
get
gotta
people
roll
coming
with
and going in a live. You got to remember they could be seeing you for the first time, Christian.
I apologize, Nick. I'm sorry. I reacted too fast. It's a vehicle deodorization kit.
That's great to know. I'd like to learn more.
Look, I got him right here, Nick. We'll see. Let's hop over to thehouseofrags.com.
Just remember, I do this every day. We're trying to educate people here. You know what I mean?
This is our flagship product, Nick.
VDK.
It's pretty much taking us to where we are at this point, the VDK. We tried to create a new standard for vehicle deodorization kit. VDK, boom.
Boom, look at that.
I love
Need some more of these. Need some more of these right here, but we'll get that sorted.
That's on the way.
All right. Let's see. There you go, Nick. Read that one.
Well, did I interrupt your answer though? Were you trying to finish it and did I mess it all up? All right, sorry.
I don't think
Guardian
so.
Auto Detail says, can the Great 8 variety pack SKU be placed on Thor? I don't think there are any variety packs on Thor. I get the Great 8 from Biobombs Direct. Jay Weber.
It's actually not a bad question, Mr. Weber. I'll talk to Jamie about it. We'll see what we could do. If so, I'll just set them all in boxes, dude, and you can just send the whole, you know what I mean? Yeah, we'll work that out. Good play, sir. Guy's a goat, man. He's just constantly.
I think we should make a package for that, and they're already in one box.
Yep. Yeah, we got a grade 8.
Yeah,
got a little sticker on the top and stuff.
Okay,
you start getting them to you, and that. Yeah, we'll work that out.
Send me the SKU, sir. Send me the SKU.
You got it.
Mango. Questions for all three. If you could only choose one bio bomb scent, which one are you choosing? Let's pull up the
Peppermint
website.
Fatty. I don't even know, bro. I have to try them.
I gotta go new car. I can't. If I had one,
you're going new car.
If I had to have just one and run with one forever, I could live with new car. It makes me happy, man. I don't know what else to say. It's got a weird. There's some type of connection with me in that scent when it came to me. That's the one for me. That's my baby. Squash is second, but that's my baby.
My favorites are squash, juicy, lament, and vanilla. Vanilla is a hitter for me. I love vanilla.
Did I tell you about the lament and cherry mix that YK told me? Dude, so YK Detail, shout out to my boy, Yusef, said he's Palestinian cat. He was like, dude, when we were younger, we used to have these cherry vanilla, or lemon cherry slushies that we would get. And he goes, lament and cherry together as a combo is one of the most fire combinations you guys can have. And I was really thrilled because we hardly get new ones at this point, right? And that was one of them ones. It's phenomenal. I just had a guy on my team try it. He loves it. He's like, dude, it's amazing.
Cherry limeade. What a
cherry and lemon. It's pretty
undercover. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that.
One. Yeah, we're learning all types of new stuff on the pod. That's what happens after we do post 1 hour. I gotta run, y'all. I love you guys, but I'm backed up. I don't want to be.
Should we call it? We're calling right there. That's it.
I love y'all.
What a Q&A though. I mean, everyone tuned in. And,
I totally agree.
Drop some heat.
Agree. I love everybody for dropping. You guys always bring great questions, man. Thank you so much to everybody for all your support. Jamie, obviously, thank you for having me in it. Nick, I guess I have to thank you for something.
Thank you for being you, Christian.
The maggots. You know what I mean? Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to send you out some goods to fix your problem with this maggots. I look forward to talking to you after the pod. I'll call you over the weekend.
Perfect.
Yeah, you guys are my boys, man. I appreciate you guys.
Hey, Christian, we'll see you later. We'll get you out of here. Appreciate you. All right, he's out of here.
New polishers. Our polishers are back. These cord-free DAs, man. We have our rotaries, DAs, cordless tools that you will not regret. I love these polishers. I think having a cord is incredibly overrated, and I'm hoping that folks who have been waiting for them get a chance to get them at thehouseofrags.com.
At thehouseofrags.
Hey, are you gonna do a 1 year giveaway and then I gotta get out of here?
Oh yeah,
too?
1 year giveaway. Yeah, yeah.
That.
All right, here we go. Okay, yeah, y'all want a 1 year giveaway? Let's do it. Nick's gonna ask the question. Here we go.
All right. Here's the question that I have for you, and it relates to. I have no idea what I'm gonna ask. To be honest with you. God darn it! You got to do this, dude. I'm not ready for this. I don't know what the right question is.
The right question is...
All right, how many millimeters on Pan's new polisher?
That was exactly what I was going to ask.
Really?
So perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
I was literally about to say, what's
we
the
have
millimeter
25
throw?
millimeters on our dual action. People love it. Incredibly efficient at cutting. Finish is great. But Pan's new collab polisher with DIY detail.
That's it. James M. Gifford. Email me at jamie@thehouseofrags. 18 millimeters, the correct throw. And if we pop up the website, I mean, we got bars for days. We got DIY polishers restocked. We got that new 18 millimeter cord.
Wow,
free.
look at Pan. Like the whole panel is changing colors.
I mean, he is turning and burning. Yum Cars is back in stock. I mean, it's all there at the House of Rags. Spring clearance is happening.
I like that colorway. Jamie, I like that.
Mitt.
I like Pan's colorway, the blue and black.
It's dope. It's really sleek, really nice.
People are like, you guys are all red and black. Why did you do yellow? And it's because gold standard, right?
Gold
standard polishing system, like gold standard polish. People love it, and of course we have our gold polishers to go with it. So
a red and black combo might be something to think about, though. You know what I'm saying? But Incredible Sets T1, 20% off. We got T2 coatings, 25% off from DIY. And T3 coatings are available now. So that's all we got on this one, Nick. Let me find the outro song.
Hey, congrats to James, by the way. I hope you enjoyed the 1 year coating. If you didn't see my video on it, on how to install it, we'll have one on the DIY Detail channel, I think, coming up pretty soon.
Where's Tiff?
Featuring the boys.
Here we go.
But anyways.
Look, it's Thursday, everybody. Go out and detail, save big, all the good stuff. Thanks for tuning in on Thursday afternoon. That's all we got, Nick. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Jamie.
Appreciate you. We're out.